The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
What's going on, everybody? Once again, oh man, how does this happen? But hey, once again, this is 5-minute warning. My
What
glasses,
in the world are you doing?
I don't have my glasses on, and I'm just like, where are my glasses at?
Can you
But-
see?
Yeah, it's just
And why?
I look weird without glasses now. It's just one of those things.
Now
But
that
hey.
looked weird. You didn't look weird before then.
Well, welcome to a new episode of 5-minute warning. I am Ruben Brown, and of course, to my right is your left. My right, your left. Is AG on the ones and twos. What's going on, man?
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Good. Today it's just us. Moby had a small emergency that he has to deal with. So we wish him well in that emergency. But yeah, it's just us tonight. So we gotta get this party moving. And I need my glasses. I don't know where I put them, so I can't grab them. So it's fun time. I guess I gotta keep my eyes open like this. Make sure people think I'm live.
You know, I don't think it's going to mean that much, man.
I mean, it is when I want to read something. But
Well,
hey,
why don't you just get your glasses then? Because everybody's tripping now. They're just
who's
looking
tripping?
at you. Everybody's looking.
All right, hold on. Give me 5 seconds. One
Anyway,
Mississippi.
y'all, I'm going to take over the show while Ruben, as ill prepared as he is. Oh, he's back. I'm going to take over the show.
Yeah, that's why I had to get back because I don't want you taking over the show.
You don't know what I was going to say.
So how's it going, man? How's your week?
It was fine, man. It's just, Christmas season. I'm trying to get in the mood of Christmas because it's been so hot and I just can't do it. I don't know how people that live in the deep south or the southern hemisphere at all that celebrate Christmas or this time of year, holiday season, when it's that hot, man. I can't do it. It's like it's not Christmas or it's not the holidays without being cold.
Clearly,
there's
you
a
didn't go out today.
relationship there.
Clearly, you didn't go out today. It's
Well,
like
no,
44
because
degrees,
it
man.
but see, the only reason I knew what the temperature was going to be when I got off work, but when I left for work,
Yeah.
I was burning up with a coat and a hat on. Now,
Wow.
when I got out of work, I was like, yeah, that's what time it is. But this is the first time it's been cold in like 3 or 4 weeks. I mean,
Oh,
for real cold.
Oh yeah, it's about to be cold for a hot man. It's gonna be cold on Christmas.
Yay. So I got to say about that. Yay.
I mean, maybe for you. I'm just like sad face.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
I know it happens, but yeah, man, it's I'm glad. Other than that, has your week gone all right? Or
Yeah, it's been fine, man. There are worse things. Everything is dandy. Everybody's alive. Well, everything is cool. Everything is cool.
well, I need you to get hyped because
There's not a whole lot to get hype about this age, bro.
I mean, and that's the funny thing you say that because let's just jump into the question of the day. So the question of the day is very simple. Where's the best vacation place where's the best place in the United States where you've been on vacation?
Well, I gotta lead with I have not been to California yet. However, Denver, Colorado, hands down.
For what?
Because most of it is because of the weather and the view.
Because of the snow and the cold?
No, I'm talking about in the summertime. Because in the summer, well, actually, the winters are good too. I mean, it's you have to experience it just like you have to experience the summertime. But coming from the South, summertime, I dread summer every year. Every year. Hate it. Hate it. There's nothing good
It's,
about summer, not one
it's,
thing.
it's, it's a little warm.
A little warm? Okay. Anyway, like I said, hate it. So the first year I was in Colorado, I experienced summertime. That's when I got out there. And the first thing I noticed was after I couldn't breathe was the lack of humidity makes it so just it's wonderful, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, you definitely have to pay more attention to your water intake because you don't want to get dehydrated. It'll lull you to sleep. And you feel good one moment and then the next moment it's like, wait a minute. But not having humidity in the air, that wet air, not
Oh
having
yeah.
clothes stick to you. Oh man. It made me an outdoors person in which I am not. Like, in Virginia, I can't wait to get in a crib. I ain't never leaving. Ever. Only thing I'll leave for family or some occasion or whatever, but man, I'm just trying to be in the house. In Denver, not so much. I go outside, go for a ride, go for a hike, whatever it is. Man, I'm telling you, it's great.
I was gonna say during the summer when we had the little family joint, you
Awful.
seemed to do okay.
Awful. I can put a happy face on everything because my mom never let me complain about nothing. But did I like it? No, I didn't like it. I love y'all, but I hated the weather. It was awful.
Well, we appreciate that you loved us enough to hate the weather and bear through it.
Oh man,
So Denver, Colorado. You
Denver.
know, I'm gonna say Red Lodge, Montana.
That's even
And
better.
yeah, Red Lodge, Montana was dope because small town, and we went there to go to Yellowstone,
Yeah,
which
okay.
Yellowstone's pretty dope. Until you see all the emus everywhere, then that's a no. Um, but yeah, man, it's a cool little town, and that's the first bar I went into in which they allowed an animal. So
What?
there's a black dog walking around, and I'm scared to death of dogs, man. But he ain't come mess with nobody. It's all good. So after I got past that, I mean Yellowstone.
Can you explain your fear of dogs?
I got bit when I was younger.
There it is. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind. I
yeah,
figured it was
man.
some sort of bad experience because
Yeah, I
usually
think I
people that
was.
don't.
Yeah, I was 4 or 5 or something,
Okay.
and I didn't really like animals back then anyway. But then a dog bit me. So um, yes, and yes, Yellowstone has emus. Yes, that's what I said, right?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
I
man,
didn't
they got a
realize
whole
that
bunch of
either.
them. Oh, they got a whole bunch of them. Like when you come out. So when we came out of Yellowstone, because we drove through it, and at the end part where people spend the night at, and the hospitality center, oh man, they're walking all around there, like they own the place, bruh.
Well, one time they did.
Yeah, I stepped out for a little bit, used the bathroom, and I got right back in the van, man. I won't playing with animals that I don't live in. They live there, man, not me. I want that kind of party.
Man, it was the least of your worries in Yellowstone. Everything's in Yellowstone. In fact, y'all need to watch that show. The show was dope.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
I'm
t-
I'm
okay.
I'm not gonna do anything with Kevin Costner. We had this discussion.
Dude, man, but see, Kevin Costner is in his element. I'm telling you, man, it's sports or it's being a cowboy. I'm telling you, this dude is off the chain in this show.
Well, but yeah, so they had a whole bunch of emus, not like one or two. There's at least 20 emus there, and people were walking around and stuff, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, none of them look like me.
Well, that's a given. You said Montana, so we already know.
Yeah, but I mean, people visit Yellowstone, but none of the people look like me walking around. So like I said, I made my way to the restroom, ducking behind stuff, and I got right back in the van. Was like, yeah, y'all can have that.
Okay,
I'm
well, my
good.
question to you is when you go to Yellowstone, where's the airport? Where
What
do you
airport?
fly into?
No, we drove.
You drove from here to
We drove from Virginia to Montana. Yeah,
How many hours is that?
I mean somewhere around the 13, 14, 15 range, I guess.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, it was a trip with me and some coworkers. I don't think we drove it all the way through, like in one day. I think excuse me. Yeah, we stopped South Dakota, and spent night, South Dakota. That's where I saw the Kevin Costner thing that I talked about last week. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, Red Lodge, Montana is dope. But the biggest thing I'll remember Red Lodge, Montana for is kids got out of school, right? And they
Okay.
would walk from school because we're in the bar. It's like 2:00 because I mean, ain't nothing else to do there but drink and nothing. So
Something to do. There's got to be something to do other than drink and nothing, man.
not doing a week. I mean, I could go to the library. Why do I want to do that? So yeah, man, I saw this kid walking down the street with his friends. Right, they just left school. Kid had a monkey on the shoulder. I was like,
What?
no lie.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Yeah, monkey on the shoulder chilling. I was just like, yep, that's Red Lodge for you.
You know, for somebody who doesn't really like animals, you have had some experiences with them.
I mean, yeah, that's probably why I've had some experience because I don't like them. You know, it's called, you know, people. I don't know, but yeah. So that's what I remember about Red Lodge. It was a cool place though, but yeah, monkeys on shoulders. I mean, if you gotta have a pet, you got a pet. That's what it is. So,
You just sound like a Geico commercial. Just saying.
I mean, you want a pet, you gotta have a pet. You know. All right. So, we're gonna go ahead and get into some crazy world today. And first of all, I will say this: I do not condone nor partake in such. So, uh, the people in Norwood, Massachusetts, had nothing better to do in life, but to make a 850-pound pot brownie. That's right, 850-pound pot brownie in Massachusetts. And it was 3 feet wide, 3 feet long, and 15 inches high. And it contained more than 20,000 milligrams of THC. 20,000 milligrams of THC. Bro. The amount of THC that they put in it was enough for one person for the entire year. Yeah. Yeah. That is the max allowed for a medical patient in the state of Massachusetts.
In one piece, you can have one piece of the brownie.
I mean, I guess, but I wouldn't want to touch that. You know the concentration, man.
I'm just saying. When you bake and you cook with weed, does it still taste like a brownie, or does it still taste like whatever you're baking or cooking?
You would have to ask somebody who smokes and cooks with it. Now, the THC, I assume that's the liquid part. They don't use actual weed
That
leaves.
stuff is really potent, though. I mean, really potent.
Yeah. Once again, I don't know why they felt like, hey, let's make a big ass pot brownie.
It was probably having the munchies and just started making up stuff and decided to do it.
Well, the reason why they did it is they wanted to celebrate National Brownie Day. And they also came out with a new brand called Bubby's Baked. So they're coming out with brownies. So on National Brownie Day, they decided, let's go ahead and put 1,344 eggs, 250 pounds of sugar, 212 pounds of butter, 81 pounds of flour, and 122 pounds of cocoa powder, plus some other stuff, and 20,000 milligrams of THC. Let's make a brownie. Yay! And they're proud too. They're all proud. In the picture, have them smiling and proud of their pot brownie. And of the 4 people, only one of them had a mask on.
And wait a minute, why does that even matter? When you're mass producing brownies with THC in it, why does having a mask on even matter?
Clearly, we know who was not high.
Man,
David King, what's going on, bro? It's been a hot minute since I talked to him. If it's done well, it tastes just like the regular thing. Well, I'm glad somebody knows that because I do not, because I've never in life had a pout brownie.
he says he's got peach cobbler and strawberry cobbler infused.
Oh God,
I bet that's good. But
I
you
bet-
will be high for a minute
I bet that's something.
because I can eat the whole pan. Peach cobbler? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you know what would happen? You eat a whole peach cobbler of, ooh,
I'd be
Man,
seeing stuff, man.
you would be flying on the couch. The magic school bus. Jeez.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I could. Some people you got to stay away from because I mean the food is good and you eating it and you just getting high the whole time.
Yeah, the
I'll
pot
get
brownie.
some for you. Nah, I can't do it, player.
Nah. I appreciate it, Dave, but no. I've gone this long without putting some of that stuff in the body. I don't know what would happen. And plus, the problem is I might like what would happen, and I don't want none of that. I appreciate you, though.
Man, I could imagine this. I eat some of that peach cobbler, and then the next day decide to have a piss test at work. Oh
Man, you just look at it and be like, I quit.
Exactly.
It's
He
amazing.
said, "Bro, it's amazing. I bet it is."
I bet it is. And once you come down from that magic school bus that's in space, then, I vote for Edible Show April 20th.
No.
Moco, you own that by yourself, bro. No. No.
See what you did, Ruben? See what you did?
mean, I'm not straight edge, but I'm not that. So,
Man.
but hey, you do you. I'm not gonna sit here and tell nobody not to do them. I just ain't gonna do it.
I'm not gonna, man. The worst thing in the world is when they figured out how to bake, when I had bake and cook with that stuff, man. Because it's like that's the easiest way to give it to yourself.
I guess.
Could you imagine like TAC infused hamburgers? I would be done, bro. Done. Or like TAC infused pizza crust and make a pizza out of that. Done. I'd be high for days.
See,
Then you
at
get the
this point-
munchies and need some more. Nah, I'd be done.
At this point in time, it's very important to choose your friends
Wisely.
very wisely. Hey, man,
They have all that already. I can get a THC pizza, man. That's
never.
dangerous.
Man,
That is
everything's dangerous.
dangerous.
Everything about that is dangerous.
Yo, what if they had like a THC infused like flour? So when you made dredge for fried chicken and fried fish, oh man,
I'm pretty sure they have flour. That's
dude,
THC
you would have had a
infused.
whole family reunion just lit, bro.
You know what? With our family, I don't want no parts of that.
Could you imagine doing that, and not telling nobody, everybody running around high?
Bruh.
He said they do have flour. Yeah, they do.
Ice cream, pizza,
ice cream, pizza, steaks.
I bet
You can
ice
do
cream
steak?
nasty.
Okay, we need to move on, man. This is crazy.
Yeah. So their goal is to sell that brownie to somebody.
What do you mean, sell it the whole thing?
Yeah.
I mean, they better hurry up. It's gonna go bad.
Well, not really. I'm
Even
pretty
brownies
sure-
don't last a long time. That long. They don't last.
Not
that.
if you freeze it,
True enough. Never mind. Sorry.
because it is the equivalent of 4,000 of the company's normal size brownies. So all you gotta do is cut it up to 4,000 pieces, because each piece has 5 milligrams of THC in it.
True.
I mean,
Okay.
that's what it is, bro. Wow. Who would ever thought Well, they tried to get it in the Guinness Book of World Records for the brownie, but they said, nah, we don't accept applications that creates new record titles that are related to the consumption, preparation, or the use of tobacco, cannabis, or nicotine products. Because, yeah,
Well, that's self-explanatory.
where can you get it? It's in Massachusetts. No, did I say Massachusetts?
Yeah, you should.
Norwood, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It is created by MariMed, MARIMED, MariMed. It's
Mari
a
Made or Mari Med?
MariMed. It's a multi-state cannabis operator. So yeah, look up MariMed, and they'll sell you a 850-pound pot brownie. I mean, that's like a decoration and an edible all at the same time. How
Perfect.
perfect
I
I would
will
like.
look it up. Man, David King is all over this, man. You know this dude?
Yeah, I noticed. I used to work with this dude. Jeez.
Dude, hey man, that dude was probably an extra and half baked, bro.
Bruh.
He's all over it, man.
I mean, yo, Dave, if you get part of that joint, let me know how it is. But I ain't never eaten it.
Oh man.
All right. So the next article we have today is all right. Look, first of all, I want everybody to look at the screen right here or listen to my voice. Just because you feel like something's stupid, that doesn't mean you got to be a dumbass about it. That's all I'm saying. So a dude got kicked off of a flight, and I start with that.
You should have left that for foreign affairs.
Oh, it's not Florida. It's not
Oh, it's
Florida.
not?
Nope.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, I take that back. It's from Florida. Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but his dumbass decided, well, the mask mandate is stupid. So you know what? What I'm gonna wear is women's thong as my mask, bruh. So the rule is that you have to wear a mask until it gets to cruising altitude. Then you can take your mask off because I guess somehow or another they've proven that when you're high enough, COVID don't work.
Oh, I didn't know that. I kept my mask on.
No, I was really being facetious.
Oh, man, don't say that, man. I was like, what are you talking about?
Because I don't understand the difference of wearing the mask before and wearing the mask after. Like, yeah, I don't get it, but whatever. So I kind of feel this dude right now because look, man, if somebody's got COVID in the plane and you take your mask off, whether you a whole bunch of feet in the air or you on the ground, you still got that shit. Am I wrong here? I mean, that's all I'm saying.
You're right.
So,
right.
so basically, this dude wears a red thong as his mask. Oh, excuse me, pink. It looked red in the picture.
It
but
did
was a
look red.
pink
I thought
thong.
it was red too.
So the dude was like, "You're gonna have to get off the plane. We're not gonna let you travel." And he's like, "Why?" And they're like, "You're not mask compliance." Now, that's not the part. First of all, that's stupid. Let's just be real. I mean, we'll wear some woman's thong. Like, first thought is, I hope it's your significant others, or I hope you bought it. But more importantly, I hope it's clean. I mean, let's just be honest about that. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. So it's like, yo, you're not in mask compliance, and so they started kicking him off the plane. And these fools on the plane, like, hey, did he just get kicked off for wearing a mask? I'm out of here. Forget it. I'm out of here. What?
I'm glad you said that. I was hoping you would.
Hold on. First of all, I don't know about you. Now, this flight was from Fort Lauderdale to DC. So we're talking at least 300 bills. Even if it was a one-way flight, we're at least talking 200. And these people were just like, well, I'm getting off the plane because of this dude. Bruh. Like, what? What?
Hey man, solidarity, man.
Man, you don't even know this dude. He's got a pink thong on his face.
Solidarity.
Man, my ass. Is he gonna give me my money back for my flight?
Sacrifice. And this is. I was talking to Lauren about this earlier this evening. These people, it's like Thomas Paine. Give me liberty or give me death.
See ya.
That's the attitude. I'm telling you, man. And they gave
him the deuces, and he died. So, I mean, the dude's like, there's nothing more absurd than having to wear a mask until I get to cruising altitude so that I can order Tito's by the double and snack on pretzels, and illustrating that absurdity by wearing women's underwear on my face sounds perfect. Now, I will ride with him on the fact that is kind of dumb that you're gonna wear a mask until you get to cruising altitude, because once again, I didn't realize COVID cared about altitude. But more importantly, it's like, I mean, Like, really, dude? You knew you were getting kicked off. You put a thong on your face without a woman. So I don't understand. You know, you proving a point. Look, man, when keeping it real goes wrong, you kept it real and it went wrong for your ass. And then they banned him from United Airlines. And then on the website it says masks should be able to fully cover mouth and nose. And the dude was like, this underwear did that, bruh. It was
No,
a
it didn't.
thong.
No,
It barely covered your nose.
He could have been okay if he had a French cut or some tidy whities or
some bloomers.
something.
But I mean, really, but with a pair of white bloomers on your grandma panties on your face, I mean,
At least you wouldn't have got kicked off the plane.
well, I don't know about that, but it would at least been something to argue.
I mean, you'd have ended up on World Star, but I mean, you wouldn't have got kicked off the plane for real.
I guess.
But see, he ended up on Baller Alert. That never goes well.
No, definitely not.
Because the executive producer of all executive producers stays on Baller Alert, man. She gives me some stuff. Oh my goodness. It's awful. I'm like, what are these people thinking, man?
But you know, he made himself more famous because he's on our show now. Good job. So he's been banned for United Airlines flights. And then Delta, he did the same thing on Delta, and they kicked him off Delta. Bruh, all you got is like Southwest.
Where can he gonna run out of airlines after a while?
Yeah, Southwest, baby. I mean, or he gonna end up on Spirit.
Well, good luck.
And, you know, Lord knows nobody cares about anything on Spirit, from what I understand. Hey, I'm not calling them crap. I've just heard that, you know, Spirit's more like Soul Plane. That's all I'm saying. That's
wow.
This is not me saying I've been on Spirit, and this is not me saying what it is. I'm saying that's what I heard. I heard it's more like Soul Plane. So
that's saying a lot, man.
It's saying something. So yeah, I mean, AG, come on, bro. Be real.
What?
You gonna wear a thong on a plane, bro?
Dude, I'm not wearing a thong anywhere in any time.
On your face?
Never. You know, I would say something real jacked up, but I'm not gonna say it. But I'm not wearing a.
I just hope they were clean.
Yeah, we can only hope, but that's all we can do.
Yeah.
If there's a thong on my face, there's a woman in it too. So I'm just saying, no.
With you on that. Well, all right. So we got a little rise and shine.
Yes, sir. We do. I was thinking about this. It's not anything I really looked up. It's something that I was talking to Lauren about it earlier in the week. And how come, you know, this is just a vibe thing, because trust me, I'm sure it's been said many, many, many times. But how come we have such a problem calling Washington and Jefferson racist? That was racist as hell. How come we have such a problem calling these dudes the racists that they are? Because like the juxtaposition, because we have so much of a problem doing it, is Andrew Jackson. Now we're talking about money presidents, right?
We are.
And it's just like, how does one or two dudes get a pass? Or Jackson, we drag him through the mud. It's just, I mean, and he's not even really like, if we were Native American, then we would really talk about Jackson for real. We don't even really call Jefferson's and Washington's homes, respectively, plantations. And they have 50% of the requirements to be a plantation. The only thing that they don't have is they're not located in a tropical climate. And that is the definition of a plantation. That's the one thing that they don't have that the other ones do. But they have everything else. Mainly low cost or free labor by way of slaves. But we won't just come out and say what these guys are. Is it the wartime tactical prowess that Washington had? Is it because Jefferson is or was an amazing diplomat? What was it? His foreign affairs, no pun intended, his foreign affairs skills unmatched. I'm like, okay, is that what it is? Are these dudes like, blue chip athletes? So anything they do wrong is like whatever was sweep it under the rug, as long as you can run a post route. For real? Is that what we're doing? Anyway, I'm just throwing it out there. It's more of a question that it is a teachable moment. I just would like to know at this stage of the game, how come we are not putting correct labels on these people as such?
Well, I can't answer that question. I guess they feel like with um, so f- I don't know. I don't know a ton about history, but I feel like Andrew Jackson was kind of the equivalent of a dick. So people just didn't like him. As far as Jefferson, well, I mean, we could call him a racist, but I guess the thought process is he did like the milk chocolate.
All of them did.
Yeah, but
Banging doesn't make you, you
well,
know,
no, but I guess what I'm saying is that you know Thomas Jefferson, at least historically, from the information that I know and what I've read, he is clearly partaken of the of that a little bit more than most. I mean, so like, I guess the question comes into face. Well, yeah, he had slaves, but he clearly like something.
but
I'm
what
not
you're
saying. I'm not saying he's. I'm not sitting here saying anything like positive about him. I'm just saying that he liked he liked black women enough to have sex with them, and I mean, and it's like,
that's every plantation owner.
yeah,
Nearly.
yeah, but you know, let's be real. That like they've talked about how the fact that he fathered like some unknown amount of kids.
Okay. And
But I mean, but I guess the question is, did the other people do that? That I don't know. It's just,
yes,
I mean, I don't know.
man. Look,
I don't know. I'm just
only thing
saying.
I'm telling you is there's a reason why our race has so many shades.
But you're right though. But you're right. I've never really heard anybody call Thomas Jefferson a racist ever. Like yeah, you're a slave owner, but I've never heard them call him a racist. So
Man, you
that's very
can't,
interesting.
because see, my thing is this. It's like he's not even like a racist where I'm like, I understand where you coming. Like for Andrew Jackson, there is no question, right?
Oh yeah, he wore that like like a
Yeah.
shield.
Especially between he and Native Americans. He didn't get, but what I'm saying to you is Jefferson, nah, this dude wrote the Constitution of the United States of
Yeah.
America and talked out of two sides of his mouth. He in memoirs and all of those things, he said slavery is awful. I don't know what in the world, what are we doing? And then went right back home to 200 slaves. What in the world?
I mean,
It's
I don't
not
know,
like he
man.
lost in a vote.
I don't know. I don't know why we don't.
Again, like I said, it's just a question I wanted to throw out there. My wife and I have been to Monticello. It's a beautiful place, but I'm so glad they started showing the slave quarters. And if you want to see some people be uncomfortable, let that lady, when she was a black lady, let that lady tell you what time it is. She is not playing. There was people just I could feel the tension. But I'm like, y'all ain't notice? Y'all didn't notice for real. But again, it's not in the forefront of your mind when you think about these two dudes. The 2 years prior, maybe the year prior, we went to Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful place right on the Potomac. But I promise you, dude, what are we doing? And if you've heard anything about from a memoir standpoint, some of the letters he was writing back and forth to the military, to personal letters or whatever it was, the only reason that there were black people fighting for from freedom from the United Kingdom was because he needed more bodies. He thought we were animals, and the idea of us having guns is not something that it took him a minute. It took him a minute to make the first decision. But this dude's he's on the dollar bill, and he's like, I mean, the GOAT for real. And we have so many problems understanding what this guy was really about. So again, it's like I said before, it's more of a question than it's a teachable moment. It's just like, why do we have such a problem with labeling these dudes who they are?
It's a very good question.
Some of them lying, some of them two-faced. No, not two-faced. Two-faced it.
Two-faced it. Oh yeah.
And what are we doing? So again, you had to put it out there. I just been thinking about it all week. As why? Why do we have such a problem? So that's the rise and shine, man.
I don't know if it's a problem.
It's
don't-
something.
Well, so I'll go to some of the comments. Well, Mogul Cowboy like Sally Hemings was his dead wife's half sister. I mean,
yeah, and Herbert Hoover.
Yeah.
I mean, not Herbert Hoover. Was it? Well, Hoover, the FBI dude.
Yeah,
that dude was mulatto, man. Come on.
Yeah, he was.
But see, that's not really the point, because like I said, my thing is Jefferson was behaving like any other slaveholder. He was out there tipping and banging.
Well, yeah, and that's the interesting thing about that is that's so widely known that Jefferson was just handling business. But you're right. They all were to a point, but I guess Jefferson was just like, I don't care. Like literally,
I will give him that, and maybe that's why we give him a pass, because he was very generous.
But I don't
as
know.
Slaveholders go,
Yeah.
he was very generous.
But I don't know if it's a pass. I just think it's more of a. I mean, like KB Yako said, he could guess that it's only is it talked about because everybody was racist back then. It's almost like you knew he was. So like, why would you even talk about it? And to your point, nobody talks about Andrew Jackson like ever.
Why?
Why don't we talk about Andrew Jackson?
Among all the monetary presidents, that dude was the worst. But at least I knew where he stood, where I stood with him.
But I guess what I'm saying is, as presidents go, he was pretty much unimportant. As a president, he was kind of unimportant.
Ulysses S. Grant, but these guys were military before they were presidents.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Like honestly, other than Andrew Jackson being on money and being a president, what else did he do? Like more than me. I got no idea.
I mean, like I said, man, his relationship with the Native Americans is well documented. But what I'm saying is, there are certain people on the black side, on the white side, Native American side, whatever it is, these people get a pass. And so for this show, I certainly wonder sometimes, it's like, why do we have such a, why is it such a dichotomy that we accept? Because it is a dichotomy. Like I said, this is the dude that gave his slaves freedom within the construct of slavery.
Yeah.
I mean, he really did go out of his way to make sure that these people were skilled and could make money, and they did. And so, but you're still a slaveholder. You can write the Constitution.
Yeah.
And it's almost like showing up to a violence against women rally and then going home and slapping your wife in the face. What? How do you reconcile those two things?
He found a way.
No, we gave him a way.
I got nothing.
Okay. Well, you don't have to. Like I said, it's one of those things where I was like, why? So we don't have to spend a lot of time on it because we'll go around in circles. But again, it was just one of those situations where I was like, why?
That's definitely worth thinking about, though. You give us something to think about, because I can honestly say I've never heard of anybody saying that Thomas Jefferson was racist.
Like I said, the first time I heard what George Washington really felt about black people, I recall being shocked.
Definitely not George Washington. Like, I've never heard him be called racist.
Dude, he was as racist as they come, bro.
Well, yeah, he had slaves and all that too. So I don't know.
I'm just saying. Like I said, I don't want to spend all day on it. Just one of those nuggets.
Man, that's some serious food for thought right there. That's some serious food for thought. Good job. Damn, I'm gonna be thinking about this for the next couple of days now. Every time I look at a dollar bill, I'm gonna be like, PAB.
Hey, dollar bill, y'all.
PAB. All right. So, thank you, AG.
No worries.
Now, because Mo B's not here, we don't have foreign affairs, but I feel like we've talked about that with the dude
Hey.
on the plane.
The thong song.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude was from Florida. God bless America. So it's my 5 time.
Yes,
So
sir.
now, first of all, did you understand the question?
I did, but it was still bad for me in particular.
Okay.
So you get into the question, and I'll tell you why it was bad for me.
So the question of the day. Well, hold on, before I go to that. So Keviako is like, I've always thought anyone breathing back then was racist. Didn't realize they were getting passes. Yeah. And Moco Cowboy says it was a different time. I mean, yeah, I kind of figured everybody was just racist anyway. I mean, if you're a slave owner, you're racist. That's kind of how I thought about it. But it was never really spoken of until like now. So,
Well, the thing is, okay, I'm going to talk about this, and we got to move on. But and credit to my wife, she's super smart. She loves history, all those things. Robert E. Lee didn't even want to fight that war.
correct.
I'm just throwing out juxtapositions and all these dichotomies out there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk to somebody who is, through and through Confederate, they will never tell you that.
Of course not.
And when she told me that, I was like, whoa, back up. You said what? And she took me to school. I mean, she took me to big boy school.
Yeah, I knew that. They had to convince him to be the leader of the army.
Because he
didn't
wanted
wanna do
nothing
it.
to do with secession, but the only reason he
Nope.
fought it was because he lived in Virginia.
Yeah.
That is the only reason. That's the
Because-
only reason.
Yeah, and he figured if it wasn't, I mean, it's either gonna be me or somebody else.
Right.
And if I'm leading this charge, at least I can control what I can control.
Right. But it's still a dichotomy.
Yeah.
You still have a dude that's not, bleeding stars and bars, leading them in this battle he doesn't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it begs to be questioned. When you put that out there, it should change your perspective if you really want to know what time it is. So the same thing with these guys. I realize what time in history it is. I realize that. Racism isn't even racism because everybody's a racist. You can't be all the same and then have a problem being the same. I get that.
Right.
But I don't see any Jefferson statues going away. I don't see those. But again, if we're gonna have this particular racist shroud, how come these dudes don't ever get covered? I mean, if you've watched listened to NPR or watched PBS, any of their documentaries on the Revolutionary War, or everything that led up to it, or everything post-Revolutionary War, all these, when they talk about the slave part of it,
Mm-hmm.
it's jarring because you're not thinking about these dudes like you think about other dudes. You're just not, until somebody brings it to your door and just leaves it there for you to deal with. So that's all I'm saying.
Awesome. Yeah, history lesson. Go back in time, people. Know what you're doing. All right. So the My 5 is very simple. So there are 5 songs on your list that are not they can't be like, so 5 songs on like your playlist that can't be 2 of your top favorite genres of music. So like for me, I like hip hop and pop. So 5 songs on my playlist, they can't be hip hop or pop. Because I have more than hip hop or pop. But you just can't you can't have those. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I understood
Right.
the question, but the thing is with me, there is no genre that I don't like.
Yeah, so you had to top your first 2 that you really like. Because there's some genres I don't like, but I like a whole bunch of stuff. So the first 2 that you really like, then it's those songs after that. So for you, my thought process for you was you like rock
Yes.
and probably some pop.
Yeah.
Or so like if those are your top 2,
Yeah.
your 5 songs that's in your playlist can't be any of those.
Right.
That genre. So what you got? So tell me the 2 first, And
Well, see,
then
I didn't really understand the question that way. The way I understood the question
okay,
was if it's a genre that you like, you can't include those. That's the way I read the question. Did I read it wrong?
similar. I can live with that though. So you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I
So
can go
I'll
first.
kind of understand.
All right. So like I have my Spotify playlist,
Okay.
and I like a whole bunch of stuff. However, I can't say anything that's pop, and I can't say anything that's hip hop. But everything else is available to me. So, with that being said, the first song, because I'm actually looking at my playlist right now. The first song, this is hard, as I keep going down, and I keep going down, and I keep going down. Man, I listen to too much rock, hip hop, and pop. Uh, Doggone it. I really listen to a lot of hip hop and pop. I need to stop that craziness. Okay, so my first one, dang it, that's pop. I thought I had something. All right, my first one's R&B. I went a long way to find this. Johnny Gill, The Floor.
Okay.
That song bangs, by the way. That's one. Two. All this rap up here. Cowboy Troy raps, so I can't use him. Doggone it, that's so messed up.
Cowboy Troy's rap?
Cowboy Troy. He's a country singer, but he raps.
Oh, okay. About to say, okay. Because my first exposure to him, he was straight country, not rapping at all. No rapping.
Well, he's rapping country music, basically. So it's The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. It's on my playlist. I'm a fan. I feel like I get to a song I can use, and then I see like E40, and it's like, this is harder than I thought. I didn't put songs off of musicals because I just didn't feel like that would be right. So I'm kind of skipping past them too. I'm really unhappy at this moment. Oh, Boyz II Men, Thank You. And I thank you, if I felt had enough. Yeah, that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Ed Sheeran's Pop, because dang him. That's some hip hop right there. That's pop. Doggone it. This is difficult. This is more difficult than I thought. I thought I was going to easily have this, but I didn't.
Well, I got mine.
Well, hold on. I only got two left. Because I'm going through my list literally as we speak, and I have a poop ton of pop music up here. Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve.
Oh, you really took it to the 90s with that.
So, did you know that's number 4, by the way. This song that that's a Rolling Stones so like the bass line or something is a Rolling Stones track.
Okay.
They did not clear it through the Rolling Stones.
Oh, they must have got sued.
They got sued, and basically Rolling Stones like, you will never make money off this song. So any money you make off this song goes to us.
Yep.
You can't put it in any type of, greatest hits or anything like that.
I mean, you can, but you're gonna be paying us.
Well, no, they said you can't even do that. So because basically it's like if you put on the greatest hits album, basically that we're gonna take the money for that whole album.
Ouch.
So they got these cats strong. So basically they can't even play it. They can't even play
even perform it.
Nope.
Ouch. Who does that though? Why didn't you clear the sample?
Especially the Rolling Stones, man. They're notorious for that. They've gotten a couple people because they're not clearing the samples, and then it's like, yo, man, that's our baseline, because they're very protective over what they clear and what they don't clear. And they probably would have cleared it because the song is dope. Bittersweet Symphony is a super dope song. And they probably would have cleared it or they've been like, yeah, you got to pay us like half of what you make. But the Verb, I don't even think they're together anymore because of this. It's crazy. But yeah, that song is super dope. Um, hmm, is Space Hog considered pop music?
It's rock, but
In
it's
the
I mean, I wouldn't call it pop, but I understand why you would ask.
Okay, well we'll
That one
skip that.
song they had out was do 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 do.
No,
No,
in,
they got
in,
no.
in the meantime, yeah, that sounds dope, man. In the meantime, you
I
need
thought that was the record. I didn't think that was a single.
no, that's single. That single's dope.
That was the melody I just hummed.
Nah,
No, okay.
nah, different song. Um, F it, I got it up here. I'll say it. My Darkest Days. They have a song called "Porn Star Dancing."
Ooh, love it. It's on my playlist.
I love that song.
That song is dope, and it's got Zach Wild on it too.
Yep,
Man. Wow.
yep. So that's my 5.
I heard that song the first year Lauren and I started dating. That song is the bomb.
Yeah, I did not get to one of my favorite songs that would fall in there. Luke Bryan, "Country Girl, Shake It For Me." That whole music is awesome. So, but that's my 5.
Okay.
What you got? What you got?
Now that I understand what I'm supposed to be doing,
Uh-huh.
it can buy me a boat. I forgot the artist, but this song is so dope, man. Because it's like basically what he's saying is, I know it's not nice to love money, but even though it can buy me a boat.
Okay.
So that song is dope. Just that y'all need to look that up. Just search it on Spotify. It's dope. Straight country, but it's dope. I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack. It's a sweet song. It's a really sweet song. So it's 2 country artists there. Pick Up the Pieces by the Average White Band. Love it. Don't hear it often. I don't hear it often, but when I do, it'll stop me in my tracks.
AWB.
Yo, dope. Beethoven's Fifth. Nothing like it.
Classical?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dope. Actually, everything he does is dope, but yeah, that's really good.
I'm not a classical guy.
Well, actually, if you like disco in the 70s, you probably heard half of it.
Yeah, but I like words for my music.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
But you got to Pick Up the Pieces. Well, actually, Pick Up the Pieces does have some words in it. They just say pick up the pieces.
That's different.
And my last one is Eastbound and Down, Jerry Reed.
Okay.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Smokey and the Bandit 1.
Okay.
Which is the only Smokey and the Bandit that matters.
You got no argument for me on that. I mean, because 2 was terrible.
And
I didn't even see 3.
3 was worse because there was no Burt Reynolds in it.
Oh.
Jerry Reed was the star. Oh, it was awful. It was just awful. But they probably paid him a lot of money to be awful.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Appreciate you. Good old my 5. Easy my 5 this week. Yo, man, your president's thing is got the board on fire.
It does. I don't see anything.
So KBIACO is like, I see what you're saying. They're not getting the spotlight, even though we know that they did. You know, as far as being racist and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the presidents aren't getting the smoke because they aren't linked to the Confederacy. They weren't around to fight to free or keep slaves, so we wouldn't know what side they would have been on.
That's a good point. I never thought of it that way.
That's a very good point.
And who was this? Was
KBIACO?
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. Yeah.
Look at that. That's wow. That's very good. I like that. All right. So, I mean, it is that time of the day. Hey man, what's on your mind, AG?
If you believe that COVID is real and you're protecting yourself and you're getting your shots and your booster shots and you're just staying aware, and you run into people that think it's fake and it's the flu and you can get over it, why are people even talking about it? It's a way to take over the world and all that, whatever people are saying, to the opposite of what I just said. Don't worry about it. Nod your head, say you understand, and keep it moving. Is it worth getting, bent out of shape about? Yes, but not really. I understand why you get upset because it's like, you out here killing folk. You're going to kill yourself. But at the end of the day, does that person affect your life? Probably not. And if they do, make a decision because you're allowed to respond in all this. You're allowed to respond to somebody who says you're stupid. And the way you respond is just like put your mask on, get your shots, and keep it moving. Even if you're related to them, keep it moving. So just don't worry about it. Don't spend too much time on it. Just do what you're doing. Because I got my boosters. I believe this stuff is real. I don't want to die. And I always want to be in a position to take care of my wife. I can't do that with a ventilator. Can't do it. And Unilever's not going to pay me to be sick. I'm sorry, but they're not. So from that standpoint alone, I got two COVID shots in a booster. I wear my mask if I'm going to be in public. And I wear my mask all day at work. It is what it is. Do I like it? No, but it is what it is. Keep it moving. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of emotional energy on stupid people. And I said that because they think I'm stupid. So I'm just returning fire. So that's what's on my mind.
Appreciate it, man. You know, the funny thing about it is I was thinking something similar. And it's like, you know, I'm a, yeah, man. I almost feel like talking to people about it just makes me tired. So I've decided not to talk to people about it myself. So, hey, man, everybody gets what, they deserve, whether that's good or bad or wrong or right. It's just what it is, man. And, and I read somewhere they're talking about, well, in 2024, this is going to be similar to the flu. And I was like, okay. But, and that means everybody's taking their shot regularly and all that. And that's fine, but it ain't 2024. It's not even 2022, So, yeah, people, just take care of yourselves. That's all I'm going to ask. That's all I'm going to say. And you know what? If you decide that you want to be fraudulent out here in these streets, I'm going to feel bad if bad things happen to you. Just don't be fraudulent in these streets. That's all I'm asking. It happens to the good of us. It happens to the bad of us. And, last time I checked, COVID's not exactly like, all right, it's a bad guy this time. Oh, nope, let's do the good about it. They don't care. COVID don't care. So, COVID don't care. Just take care of yourselves. That's all I'm going to say. So, as far as what's on my mind, yo, man, I'm stressed. I'm very stressed.
What's up?
Fantasy football playoffs, man.
Okay, I don't know anything about it. So, does your season and championship or your season playoff and championships, do they follow the NFL or what do y'all do?
So right now we're in playoffs because it's only regular season stuff. So
wait a minute. Okay, I'm confused. Is it regular season or is it playoffs?
So it's an NFL regular season, but fantasy playoffs happen in the NFL regular season because the playoff season you lose people.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, I'm stressed because first of all, and what I'm in now, I literally lost the first seed and the overall points by 10 points.
So, being that you don't have to go to a physical place, how does that work with fantasy?
What do you mean?
Like if you lose the number one seed in real football, you just don't get to play at home 4 games or 3 games.
Oh, no, it's not about home or anything. The thing about it is you want to get in the playoffs so you can make that money by winning the Super Bowl.
Okay, I see.
All right.
So go ahead and tell us what's on your mind now that I understand.
All right. So man, I didn't barely make the playoffs. I'm actually tied for first for the playoffs, but I got the number 2 seed due to the point tiebreaker. So that's $100 that I lost.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It costs $50 to play. So now I'm also in the first round. I'm a number 2 seed, so I'm going against the number 7 seed, and I'm down right now. But it's just like I've had so many playoffs where I lose in the first round when I'm a far more superior team to the dude I'm playing, to the person
Okay.
I'm playing. And that's what makes it stressful because you're depending on other people to score points for you. And it's just like, why y'all playing like ass out here? I need y'all to beat the dog crap out of somebody. And it's like, and I mean, look, man, I got Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers came through for me. He comes through for me all the time. So go Pack, go.
And he's a liar, but he all world though. I mean, that
Hey,
dude all universe for real.
hey, but you know what? Him lying is only gonna affect me if he plays bad.
You know what? You like the Nets right now. I ain't even worried about you.
I need to win this week, and so he can play great for the next 2 weeks. Because here's the thing: the first round, you win the first round. If you lose, you go home. It's whatever. But if you win the first round, you're officially in the semifinals, which is also the money round. So even if I lose next week, I still have a chance to get third place and get some money.
So why are you stressed?
I got to get past this week first.
I thought okay.
No, I'm down by like 10 points.
Oh, okay.
But
So does this
there's-
game that's on right now have any effect on you, or the
I
games Monday and Tuesday have any effect on you?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay.
And I should win, but in fantasy,
Who knows?
exactly.
Now, before we slide out of here, does COVID have anything to do with fantasy?
Hell yeah. If you
So
ain't
basically,
playing,
if you're not playing, then that person's not working for you, right?
well, see that, and I have a bench that I built up pretty well.
Okay.
But if half your bench got COVID, and then one of your starters gets COVID, then you got to go on the waiver wire and get somebody off the waiver wire. And it ain't nothing on the damn waiver wire because everybody got the good people.
Right. It's this late in the season. Right.
So
Okay.
it's just.
I'm sorry.
Look, man. The first week of the playoffs always stressed me out because I just want to make it to the money round. That's it. And the dude I'm playing against, good friend of mine, he had Travis Kelce on Thursday.
Ooh, ouch.
F him.
I guess you're a sore loser.
F him and Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce went off, man. 191. Ouch.
And
He
2
scored twice?
touchdowns. And 2 touchdowns.
Woo.
30. It was like 35 points. F that dude. But I've made the comeback. So we got 3 people going the rest of the week. The only difference is he's got Russell Wilson, a kicker, and a defense. I have Darnell Mooney for the Bears, and I have the running back for Minnesota. I can't remember his name now. That's money.
Cook?
Yes,
Dalvin
Dalvin Cook. That's money. And I got Cooper Kupp on Tuesday.
Nice.
Bruh. I just need to get close enough.
All right, well, we'll wish
That's
you
the
well.
goal.
We'll wish you well.
I wish me well too. So I'm trying to get close to the closest I can get today. Because I'm projected and projected scores out, I'm projected to beat him. But projections don't mean shit until it just gives you a false sense of security. Until everything goes 0, they don't mean a damn thing. And I'm just trying to win. Because Lord knows Russell Wilson could go off.
He could.
And Cooper Kupp don't do shit. And I will be pissed. Because Cooper Kupp's been the man the whole season.
That's what I was about to say. The only time he doesn't do anything is if he got hurt. He only got hurt once. So just saying.
So my hope is I just need to get past the first round. Once I'm past the first round, thing is beautiful. Stop the count. Pretty much.
Checked up. Take us home, man. Take us home.
Yeah. But that's on my mind. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who listened to the show today or is watching it on the podcast. Listen to it on the podcast. I do have some hopefully exciting news for next Sunday. Other than the fact that we will have a show. We'll have the last show of the year next Sunday. And we'll talk about how the new year is going to start after that. But I'd like to thank everybody for being live today. I'd like to thank you for listening to the podcast that'll come out this week before Christmas. And you know what? When it's all said and done, in order for you to be better, you must want to be better. And until you want to be better, we can never all be better. So until then, we will see you again next Sunday. peace, hair grease, and yum, yum, yum. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of